my voice is a little off. Sorry, I'm sick. But I wanted to continue our cloth diapering series. And I wanted to show you why washing your diapers is not really a big deal, especially if you have a wet bag. So I'll first start by telling you, which I think I mentioned before, I take our diapers off, I throw them into a bag that I conveniently hook onto a hook in my bathroom. You can hook it onto your towel rack. You can throw this bag anywhere. There is the worst diaper in here. Millie had a little explosion last night. And you can't smell it through the bag. I am sick, but my husband assures me he can't smell it either. So, all good. The liner of your wet bag, now I can smell it. It's like waterproof. Some of them are scent-proof, microbial, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Those are really good bags. I love the Planet-Wise. So that's my spiel on wet bags. Make sure you get a wet bag. Okay. So you'll collect your diapers. I do a wash every other day or every 2 days. Basically 12 to 24 diapers is a good load. I also use the Grovia hybrids, so I might have 2 days worth of the inserts, but I only have a couple shells. So Grovia hybrid, hooray. But then you'll have other diapers, I have the all-in-ones by Bum Genius, and those I add an insert into, a pre-fold from Gerber makes them, so those take up your bag. So, okay, laundry, here we go. What you're going to want to do before you put your diapers in your wet bag, you're going to want to separate anything that's connected that can be separated. So if you use an insert in your diaper, like a pre-fold, you're going to want to just separate that from whatever diaper it's with. Also, if you use a Grovia hybrid or any hybrid system, you're going to want to unsnap them. And I say that just so they're free to float in the water and do their thing. Okay, so now that you know that, open your bag and let's get started. This is my washing machine. I know, it's fancy. Came with our house, so I don't have an instruction manual on it. So I learned that a front loader is a little bit different than a top load. So for my front loads, this is what I do. First, you're going to want to put your diapers in. Empty everything into the washing machine. Close the door. You've got no solids in there because you use a bioliner, right? Right. Yes. Nod if you know. And because you have no solids in there, you might have poop in there. That's okay in terms of just staining on the diaper. That's totally natural. So I push my power button. Let me try and get closer here for you. So for starters, you're just going to want to push your rinse. Oh, duh. You're going to want to put it on something first. Then you're going to want to push rinse. My rinse goes on warm, and I do one rinse cycle. You're going to want to do a rinse cycle first. Oh, don't mind my house. Wow. That's my donation spot. All the clothes that we donate go there. Looks scary. It's not really that scary, though. Okay. So you're going to want to do a rinse cycle first. We're rocking. The rinse cycle, make sure that you're not just, washing everything in urine and etc. And after your rinse cycle, I will come back and we'll go over some more. One rinse cycle, you can use cold water. Mine just does it on warm water, and warm water is great. Do not use a sanitation heat for anything. It's so hot. It can injure the any elasticity on your diapers. So don't use that. Okay, so I'll see you after our rinse cycle. So your rinse cycle is over now. It should be. Mine's about 18 minutes. And in the rinse cycle, I forgot to tell you, but don't put anything in it. Just water, just to rinse out everything that's in there. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your detergent in. A lot of people make detergent. That's fabulous for your clothes, but the whole point of detergent needs to be, especially for your cloth diapers, to clean. And a lot of detergents that you make or that people sell that are all natural and there's nothing in them, there's also no soap in it. There's no actual cleanser, and that's really, really important. So I think that all of those natural soaps are really awesome, and they're good for your clothes if you can have those and you don't need like a bunch of detergent or like cleanser, but you do need detergent to clean your cloth diapers. That's going to be really big. I use Tide. regular old Tide. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm sick. And that gets my diapers clean. Okay, so Tide, it's in my secret cabinet here. My drawer pulls out. I have two settings, boop, the max and normal. I fill it to max. A big mistake that a lot of people make, and that's the reason they get buildup on their diapers, which is dangerous, by the way. Buildup on your diapers, it doesn't just smell bad, but the ammonia left on diapers, that can cause ammonia burns, like legit ammonia burns. So cloth diapering is really easy, but you just have to take care of them. So I'm gonna fill mine up to the, if you could see it again, the max line. I actually have quite a few diapers in there. So I'm just going to fill that up with Tide. It's really simple. Put the cup back into your laundry, or however that works for you. Close it. I turn my washing machine on. I put it onto a normal load. I switch mine to cold water. You can use warm water. You can use hot water. Like I said, a lot of people are like, oh, I have to, it's so expensive, all the water and the heat. I just do a cold wash on mine. I add one extra rinse. And I push start. You don't need bleach. You don't need any of that. What you might need to do every now and then, if you didn't wash your diapers, I've only ever used a couple of these, and that's in my years of cloth diapering. These are, that's the back of the bag. These are the Grovia Mighty Bubbles. A lot of people sometimes strip their diapers. You might hear the term strip your diapers. I've never really found that to be necessary. I think if you just take care of your diapers, and again, you are going to have to wash them, you know, every couple days. I know some people say, oh, I wash every 3 or 4 days. That's, wow, that might cause a little bit of buildup, and your bag's going to be wicked gross. So if you do run into any like buildup issues, I totally suggest Grovia Mighty Bubbles. You can order them on their site. If you have a local shop, they might have them, as mine did, so that's why I picked mine up. So yeah, super easy, and when they're done, I'll see you back here. So your laundry is done. I am lucky that my washing machine lets me do an extra rinse cycle, so I just put that on. If your washing machine doesn't let you add a rinse cycle, excuse me, to your wash cycle, just go ahead and do one more rinse on your diapers, and that way you know that all the detergent's out of them. I'm going to show you, I switch my diapers around. If I have any shells, like the Grovia shells, for instance, I take those out and I air dry them. And everything else I throw into my dryer. It's winter, so I'm not hanging anything outside. But in the summer, if you do hang your things on a line or even just place them down on like your deck, the sun is a natural stain getter outer, stain fighter, words. So if you have any stains on your diapers, the sun will help get rid of them. And it's also great for freshening your diapers. The sun is really just, you know, it's like a natural freshener. Hooray! So if you have the opportunity in the summer or warm days, excuse me, in the spring and fall, definitely take your diapers outside. That's my favorite, and they dry really quickly. But we're gonna use our dryer. So right now you're gonna want to make sure it's on a medium heat. Don't use high heat. You can use like the very dry setting so that your diapers get very dry. But you don't want to use high heat because it's not good for the elastic in your diapers, which you can replace, but you don't really want to replace it often. So make sure you do that. Okay, so here we go. Got that going. Once they're dry, that's it. They're ready to go. You can see I had to pull out another load because I had other diapers in there. So I know I talked about in another video how important like a bigger stash was to me. So another reason that the stash, my stash for instance, is bigger, I don't want to keep washing and washing and washing and washing. So when I have a load in, I might have one in the dryer and one in the washer. I still have a few extra diapers that'll get me through probably a day or two without you know, rushing down here in my basement, which is, it's not so bad, but you know, I had to leave the kids upstairs, so they're with their dad, but I do have to, you know, separate myself from the family to get the diapers done sometimes, and that's why I like a bigger stash. Sometimes I can just relax, make sure they're in the washing machine or the dryer, and I know they're getting done. Lastly, I wanted to tell you that you never, ever, 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 ever use a fabric softener. Woolsey dryer balls. It's a ball of wool. Like I said, mine are Woolseys. You can find these in different places. They help cut down on the static, and they don't have any chemicals, and they're great. A fabric softener is going to ruin the absorbency of your diapers. Similar to any bum cream with zinc in it, that's going to ruin your diapers. There are specific creams if your baby needs something on their bum, and if they need something that you can't use with a cloth diaper, it's totally cool to grab some disposables. I know that, I was reading about this, some yeast infection creams, so like a nystatin for instance, that might not be great for your diapers. So just pop on a disposable for a little bit, and don't forget to make sure that your diapers don't have any buildup on them, which could be causing an infection. And just make sure your diapers are clean. You can smell them when they're out. These are the shells, so it's drying on my drying rack, but I can smell it. So fresh and so clean. Your detergent should be out of the diaper, so it shouldn't be like overpowering at all. Like I said, I use a regular Tide, not like a free and clear or anything like that, because those detergents are different. No scent, but nice and clean. Alright, so tell me what your wash cycle is like. Did this help you? Are you excited to start cloth diapering? It's really not that scary, I totally promise. So to go over it really fast, it's rinse cycle with nothing in it, just water. So rinse on water. And you can do that in a warm or cold. I prefer warm. Then you're going to do a wash cycle, and you're going to do that on cold or warm. And then you're going to add another rinse to that if you can, or you're going to just do another rinse cycle after your diapers are done. And then you're just going to throw them in the dryer on a medium heat, or line dry everything, which is really simple. Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure that you leave them in the comments or head over to the blog, which is www.aisforadelaide.com. And don't forget to subscribe. There's a button down below. Thanks for watching.